All right, we're back to the ladies' room with Keena and Kimberly. Talking. Thank you. All right, talking everything from sports, politics, lifestyle, celebrities, whatever's on our mind for this particular day.
Excuse me, Keena.
Yes.
Okay, so let me tell you what the Declaration of Independence states.
Oh, yes, that's important.
Yes.
Okay, for those who missed, let me fill people in. In our last segment, we were talking a little politics, and we were talking a little bit about the Affordable Health Care Act, and we said, what is it that Americans should all be afforded? And we just decided in that segment, that it would be Soul Train, Love, Peace, and Soul.
Peace, love,
and soul. See, I didn't get that right. But, we also want it based on the Declaration
of Independence.
There you go.
Reads as follows.
BF, Benjamin Franklin.
Yes. The second full paragraph. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So let's start with the first one. I'm not going to get too much into the politics because we got to move on, but life. Without affordable health care, mofos are dying.
That's right.
So you're missing that one. Liberty, freedom. Right. If you don't have affordable health care, if you can't go see the doctor and you're just all laid up with all kinds of hurts and diseases, you're not free to do what you need to do.
Well, but some of them are saying freedom is that they don't have to pay for someone else.
They're free. They don't understand the definition of freedom. You are blessed to be able to help out your fellow man. Really. So, freedom, it says that all men are created equal.
That's right.
That we have certain unalienable rights. These rights, if you live in the United States of America, are life, live, liberty, be free. You got to live freely,
right? And
the pursuit of happiness.
But since they say freedom for them is, how does that match though with there's responsibilities to be a citizen of a country?
Yes.
And maybe what they're figuring out or what they're not able to connect is, how do I express my freedom as well as my obligation for citizenship?
Because all men deserve this. So if you're that's all of us. We're in this thing together.
That's right.
We should be in this thing together. And what kills me is, certain Christians talk so much about how they don't support the Democratic Party, and I am a Jesus-loving Christian. Okay. They don't support the Democratic Party because of things like the Democrats support the right to have a choice.
Okay.
I'm not going to say all Democrats support an abortion. But they support the right of a woman to choose. Because Democrats support gay marriage.
Okay.
So they're like, well, I'm going to go Republican. But if you look at the definition of Christian and to be Christ-like, Jesus said, we need to take care of the least of these.
That's right.
He loved all men regardless. Jesus hung out with the prostitutes. He hung out with the sinners. And his goal was to bring them up.
Right.
So if you're going to say, you know what, I got mine, you go get yours, and I don't care about you.
Is that Jesus-like?
That's not Jesus-like at all. And I think taking care of your fellow man outweighs all that other stuff.
Right.
All that, so right to choose and all those things that they say, well, because, they choose this as a Christian, I can't support the Democratic Party.
And here's the thing, this is the thing that gets me, especially on things like abortion rights, or really, for me, it's reproductive rights.
Right.
So around reproductive rights and things of that nature is, just because someone can make the choice of what to do with their body doesn't mean that you, as a witness, can't go and minister to someone about how to conduct yourself.
Right.
So, if you're, my thing is, if you're confident in your faith and you're confident in your ability to witness to others, if you're really confident in that, in that, then it doesn't need to be a law in the books.
Right.
Is there a law in the books that tells you that you shouldn't lie?
Right. Right. Thank you.
Is there a law in the books that says that you shouldn't be jealous?
No, but that's part of the 10 Commandments.
Right.
And this is the thing. They don't want to get down in the dirty work to go talk to these people that want to have an abortion, that may want to have an abortion. They don't want to get down in the dirty work to minister. So that's why I'm like, okay, how are you Christ-like, but you're not wanting to take care of your fellow man?
And you know what? This is actually the thing that drives me bananas about the Democratic Party and the Obama campaign. Is not owning the Christian perspective on the Affordable Health Care Act.
Oh, yes.
The thing that they should do is put a billboard in every city that says WWJD, and then right under that say, I'm going to pay my piece so that all men, women, children can live.
Yes.
That should be it. That should be when they get to those debates, Obama should say, because of my Christian faith.
Right.
It's why I believe that me giving a little so that the masses can have a lot is what the tenets of Christianity and following the teachings of Jesus
are all about.
Yes. So I'm going to push you all the way to the point where you're going to have to tell me that you are a Christian who doesn't believe
that you
in the tenets of Jesus' teachings.
Right. Because
I'm going to push you all the way there.
If you look at the words of Jesus in the Bible, you see more about helping your fellow man and ministering to others than anything else.
That's right.
It's about love. It's about compassion.
That's right.
It's about the shepherd going out to get the one sheep that leaves the flock. He'll leave the others to get that one.
Right.
And these people won't even give a few pennies to save one.
Right.
But yet you call yourself a Christian.
Because you're paying the taxes already.
Don't get me preaching up in here.
So, it's not. And it's not like you're about to pay a lot. And they're saying that they keep bringing up these people who don't want to be forced to buy health care. Who are these people? There's only 1% of the population is wealthy. Isn't that correct? It's considered like exorbitantly wealthy. Those are the only people who could afford to not have health care.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody else, if they get cancer, if they get anything like that, they're in trouble. You're going broke if you don't have health care. So it's only really the 1%. So they keep bringing up this group of people who they say don't want health care. I don't know anybody who doesn't want health care. I don't know one person.
Well, I think it's one part of the population would be the young professionals who
they still want health care.
Okay. They want it, but they don't want to be forced to buy it.
Who is that? Do you know a person like
I don't know a person. I'm just
that's what they're trying to tell you.
I read an article.
You did?
I read an article.
Oh, tell me about that.
Young white man, about 23. Fresh out of college. He's not working a job with employer-provided health care. Feels he's pretty healthy. Doesn't want to have to pay for health care.
But he's foolish.
Well, let me tell you this, though. But under the Affordable Health Care Act, he can be on his parents' health care.
That's right.
Until he's 26.
That's right.
So, but what they were trying to say is that population that doesn't want, but you're right, they're foolish, but they're young and they think they're invincible.
Right, and so, but we put a lot of things in place to protect the foolish.
Right.
We require seatbelts to protect the foolish.
Right, yes.
You know, we require car insurance to protect the foolish.
Okay, you know that the argument against that is that's a state law.
That's not a state law. I mean, it's every state. So
every state has it
in the union.
Each state mandates it. So right.
Yeah.
But
that's semantics.
So we have a lot of things to protect the foolish.
Right.
You agree? I agree. I mean, you can't drink until you're a certain age.
Right.
Until you can and I still don't think 21's always responsible enough to be able to know when to stop. But there are certain
when to stop.
Yes, there are certain things in place to protect
51. He don't know if you.
Yes,
some people don't know when to
your
stop.
drunk uncle, Flavor Flav.
Right, exactly. Case in point.
But yeah, not that I'm saying Flavor Flav is an alcoholic, as you know. Anyway, but
that's what Flav's family listening.
Yes. But yes, you're right. There are a lot of laws in place to protect the foolish, and this is one of them.
Right.
So, anywho.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. We talk about what is patriotism, what is responsibilities of citizenship, and what I encourage all of our American citizens is to get out the country and see what's going on.
Oh yeah.
Go to some other countries, and you're gonna come back and realize why it is important to pay some taxes. It is important,
just a little.
We had, I know a person who went to Canada, got sick, and all that, but because Canada has a universal health care, they can just go get the medicine, go to the pharmacy. But then they saw, wait a second, you're an American, you got to pay.
Yeah.
Because you all don't want to even pay for everybody down there.
Right.
So, but if she was a Canadian citizen, it was all good. It was all about treating her health and then, moving on.
Yes.
So, it's an important thing. It's important to care about another person. And it's the tenets not only of Christianity, but it's the tenets of all the major religions, really.
Right.
I mean, whether you go to Islam, Judaism, all of those, it's about helping the downtrodden, helping those who aren't doing maybe as well as you are. And then let's not even talk about
the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah, what is it now?
Life, love, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah, because we always need love.
Yes.
Speaking of love, maybe we could talk a little bit about relationships, or lack thereof, if you're like myself. Maybe we could talk about what things that women are looking for in a man.
Okay. Let's talk about this.
Okay. Well, it seems that in some information that was brought about by our illustrious producer that, let me start. Let's talk about the top 5, and maybe we'll do it over 2 segments.
Where did this information come from?
I'm not sure. Producer, you can speak with spoken too. Maybe you can share with us where this information came from.
Thank you. That was on Norma Ray Rice's website.
Norma Ray Rice?
No, I just made it up because I can't remember.
Because I was on the Google.
Yeah, and I was going to say, Norma Ray's dead.
I know, right? Wasn't that Sally Field?
Yeah, Sally. Well, Sally Field's not dead. I'm sorry, Sally Field is not dead.
Okay.
But I think Norma Ray is.
But now it's Sally Field dead.
I'm sorry. No, I think she's coming out in the show real soon.
Okay, but Sally Field played Norma Ray in the movie?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, anyway.
And it was for women's workers' rights.
Yes,
Isn't that correct?
Yes.
Shout out to Norma Ray's people.
Yes.
Wherever the illustrious producer got us, maybe we'll start calling him IP, the illustrious producer.
All right, let's see where IP got this stuff.
So IP, he got from somebody, but we're gonna check that based on what we understand. If we look at the top 5 things, number 5 is manners. That manners is really important to a woman and what she's looking for in a man. And a little bit of what they're saying is women don't want their man to drive up and reach over from the driver's seat and open the passenger door, or just wait for us to open the door.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think about that?
I mean, and I'm just looking over this list, which I don't think that the list really encompasses the true. I think they kind of broke things up to get a good list. So I think manners is included, but I think as it relates to manners, it is more along the lines of honoring.
Okay.
For this example.
Right.
Opening the car door.
Yeah.
Honoring your woman, protecting your woman.
Okay.
I mean, because if you pull up to, you don't want to let, especially if it's dark.
Right.
I don't want my husband to let me just walk around to the side of the car where in the white. It might be parked next to a white van.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get in, and they come and snatch me and take
And the
me
clown
away.
people come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when we were little.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, somebody just snatch you and take you away.
Right.
So he walks her over to the car. He opens the door. He makes sure she's securely in the car first.
Yeah.
And then he goes to his side. That's part of protecting your woman.
You know, plus, you know what else?
What?
It's just damn rude.
Oh.
All right, so we're going to go. Somebody doesn't get out and open your car door. That's just damn rude.
Yeah, it's rude, I guess.
Yeah, $5 for the children. Okay,
Is
for
damn
the
a cuss
cursing.
word?
Oh, is damn a cuss
Damn is
word?
in the Bible.
I was
Oh,
going to get a kid $20.
oh.
Okay, damn is a cuss word.
All right.
Curse
So the
word.
kids are up to $20 now.
Okay,
All
children
right.
got $20. Okay, thank you.
I
Thank you.
believe the
All right, we'll be
children
back to
are
talk a little bit
future.
more about
Teach them
what's
well
going
and
on in
let
terms of
them
women
lead the
and what they
way.
want.
Show them all the
Be back in a moment.
beauty they possess inside.